Welcome back. Well, right now we're going to look at something that's probably going to revolutionize the industry, and that is our ability to communicate what we've caught on the lake to the people back on the shore who wonder what we're up to. And joining me right now is John Winkler. And John, I tell you what, very impressed with this, and this really is revolutionary. It is going to change the face of the landscape on the lake and on the land, because this is going to give us some valuable information right away. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, I have a partner. His name is Ron, and myself and Ron together have developed this and perfected the product. We wanted to make it very strong for fishing because, you know, there's a lot of elements out there and there's a lot of things that beat us all up, and our products get beat up equally. So we wanted to make a very strong product, something that lasts through time, something that, because it is such a technical product, it is a weighing device and can weigh accurately to such minimal weights that we needed something that could do that, but yet is very accurate and very strong and hold up in the elements.
And I noticed that whatever fish that we put in there, no matter how much wiggle he has left in them, we're still going to be able to get the exact weight of that fish.
Yes. We have a filtering system in it that it will average the weights of it bouncing around on it. Whether the boat's moving or the fish moves on it, especially smallmouth. You know how floppy them things can get, and they look like they vibrate on the scale. But in 2 seconds, it'll lock in the weight and it'll be accurate to less than 1/6 of an ounce.
1/6 of an ounce. That is amazing. And then we can communicate that data to other people, maybe even back at shore.
Yes, we have a satellite hookup for tournament situations where the satellite will take the weight once it locks in, and then it will broadcast it back to shore via satellite. And then from there, they can do whatever they want. They can use it as live TV, internet, or a live leaderboard, which would be great for people just standing around at the show.
Sure, it's like the Nationals at golf or tennis or the Super Bowl. You know, we're going to have up-to-date, up-to-the-second information.
Yes, exactly.
Now, John, who are we going to be meeting to tell us about the nuts and bolts of how this operates?
We're going to have Steve Mortenson. He's our pro-staff, and he fishes a lake by us in Wisconsin, Lake Winnebago, one of the largest inland natural lakes. And he's a guru at smallmouth, so he knows all about flopping fish. So we're going to have him demonstrate how it actually works.
Easy enough. Well, John, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
Joining us right now is Steve Mortenson. And Steve, I tell you what, your experience as a bass pro, you know the ins and outs of this, and I understand you're quite passionate about it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, actually I found out about this company on the internet a few years back and contacted John Winkler, the owner of the company, and I had to get one put in my boat. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is going to save me so much time, especially in tournament situations, just for the culling process, and I was excited, and now I got one in my boat, as you can see up here in the video. It's pretty exciting.
Now, exactly where can you mount this in your boat?
Basically, each individual fisherman can mount it wherever you want. You have many options. Like mine's actually in the rod locker of my boat. Some people can just lay it on the floor. I actually cut out a hole and have it molded so you don't lose any deck space or storage space for your rods. So.
And this here, as I see, actually has a lid, and as you mentioned, we haven't lost any space at all.
Absolutely not. And actually, if you look at the nuts and bolts underneath it, you can actually see right here, it only takes up about 5 inches of storage space in your rod locker. So, and it's, you know, there's one wire that comes from that, so it's real easy, so you don't have to worry about wires in the way and stuff.
So we get a fish in. How do we go about measuring and weighing?
Yeah, well, let me show you how that works. The first thing you're going to notice is when you lay the fish in there, it's automatically going to give you the length of the fish, which is, you know, you have to know your fish length in each tournament situation. We're going to use this right here. This is our friendly bass for this is my smallmouth right here. So, but basically, I'm going to lay. It doesn't matter where you lay it in that scale. It can be anywhere in there. And on the monitor system right here, you're going to see it's 1.02 pounds. Okay. Now that's just with the fish sitting still, but real situations when you're on the water, you have waves from the boats, from the wind, the fish is flopping around. So let's simulate a real fish right now, okay? So I'll turn this on. It's flopping around in there, and you're going to see as it's moving around, 1.02. So you got the exact same weight. Then what you're going to do on the monitor, you hit save. Now what we just did, we just saved the weight of that fish on the whole system, and it automatically culls out your smallest fish for you. But the best part about it is not the culling process. It's more or less of gathering data of information of where you caught that fish and why that fish was there. Because this is hooked up to what's called the NMEA, which is certified for like hummingbird and lowrance. So as soon as you weigh the fish in there, it pulls all your GPS coordinates, water temperature, day, time, everything where you caught that fish, and it stores it all in its database. So now, because if there's a stump and you catch a fish there, now you can go back next year and say, why was that fish there? Because you can start to pattern these fish. So it's going to put you one step ahead of all the other guys, so you're going to be able to figure out why that fish was there.
You're going to have a very nice journal of your hotspot.
Yeah, it's not like the old days where you had to write it down and all that stuff. Because then when you get home, you plug your USB drive into it, and now you can fine-tune it and add sunny conditions, the weather conditions, and all that. So, yep.
That is amazing. Yeah. Well, Steve, with that said, right now, I know you have to have the attention, all of our anglers out there. Uh-huh. What's the best way for them to learn more about the fish gate?
They can either go right on the website, which is scalesbeyondmeasure.com. That's the easiest way for them to check out information about that.
Easy enough. Well, Steve, thank you so much for being on.
Absolutely. Yep, thank you.